everybody, it's Gregory here with another fab episode of Boy Meets Beauty for you. Today we're going to get a little bit more nitty gritty because I know a lot of you have been asking this, and we are going to talk about how to treat scarring in the skin. Now, I primarily mean on the face, and you know a lot of you are talking about acne scarring because what happens here is as the skin goes through the trauma of acne, it leaves permanent damage on the skin, and that's what a scar is. It's a deformation of the skin growth where the cells and the structure of the skin has been damaged. Now, I'm gonna be really straight up and honest with you. Treating scarring is very difficult to do. It requires a lot of patience and a lot of diligence in what you do. And I don't want you to go buck wild crazy at home, but I'm gonna talk to you about a few things, and I'm also gonna suggest that you try some professional treatments. Now, I deal with this sort of thing with clients all the time at studio. My go-to for treating, ice pick scarring and acne scars and demarcation is a combination of diamond tip microdermabrasion and peels. And this is great because what it does is it really aggressively sheds off that top superficial layer of dead cells, and then the acids go in and work on a deeper level, dissolve that intracellular glue, and more importantly, stimulate new healthy cells to come up in its place. And when you're stimulating that kind of new cell growth, you have a rejuvenated appearance, and you can soften the appearance of scarring on the skin. Now, what you want to do at home is, again, it's all about that keyword resurfacing. So you want to be working ideally with a professional and then talk to them about how you can do your fair share of homework at home with your skincare routine. And the key word here is exfoliation. So I always recommend to my clients that in between their treatments, and don't forget to leave space after your professional treatment, probably about 5 days, to start exfoliating at home. These are awesome, the Dr. Gross Alpha Beta Peel Pads, for exfoliating at home. And again, it's that consistent exfoliation that's going to soften and minimize the appearance of that scar. When I worked for Dr. Gross, I had so many people come up to me and tell me, oh my God, these pads really made a difference with me, and they really help to take down the appearance of that acne scarring over a period of time. Now, I'm talking it could take like 6 months, could take a year. You've got to be diligent. You know, it's major damage in the skin, so it takes a really long time for the skin to actually repair. But really, that's what acids do. They kind of throw your skin into repair mode, so that way fresh, new, healthy skin comes up and forms and rejuvenates itself, and you've got fresh new collagen and elastin coming out, and it makes the skin all plump and pretty. So that's what we want to do. Another thing, in addition to this, so these are developed for like a daily use. Now that means that you start every other few days, and then you work up to every day to work up a tolerance. You don't want to jump right into every day because it may be too much for your skin. Another option that you can have if you're not into a daily thing is kind of doing in between your professional treatments something at home, like this little kit. This is the Boots No. 7 Advanced Renewal Anti-Aging Glycolic Kit. Now I know it says anti-aging, but the key word here is glycolic. So it kind of mimics a professional experience, obviously not on the same level of intensity. This is most likely probably about 10%, I would guess, maybe a little bit less. But something like this is going to have the glycolic peel, you got your little brush to put it on, and then the neutralizing pad. So it's very similar to what I do in the studio. I put the peel on, let it sit, and then we neutralize that activity. And when I say neutralize, I mean basically making the acids stop working so they don't keep on exfoliating and overdo it on the skin. Now this is something that you don't want to do this like every day, obviously. That's gonna be too much. You also don't wanna do this, then this. So make sure you're using skincare common sense and space that out. Wait a couple days after this to do something like this. Or maybe like 1 week you do this once, and then you go back to doing this, every other day the next week. So make sure you're spacing it out and give your skin time to work up a little bit of a tolerance to this more intense level of exfoliation. And when in doubt, talk to your esthetician too. I always tell my clients, I need you to wait 5 days before you do any types of crazy masks or exfoliators at home. But I do like when they do it in between their treatments because they're doing their homework. It's kind of like when you work out with your trainer and then you work out on your own. You need to maintain those results, and it's going to get you results quicker. Another thing that a professional may do that you can do at home is the microneedling we talked about this. This kind of mimics the concept of that Fraxel laser. And again, there's all sorts of crazy laser options for scarring. We won't go into those because I'm not a dermatologist. But the microneedle is going to, again, create those penetrating channels for your serums to go in deeper and then stimulate that regrowth of the skin, of those fresh, new, healthier, undamaged cells. So you want to keep, remember my video? About 0.50 millimeters and below for home use. And then over that is something that really would be more of a professional treatment. You also want to make sure that if you're using a microneedle at home, that you're not doing it with like an exfoliating serum, or AHA or retinol, because that will probably be a little bit too aggressive. Use something with, you could do something with like an epidermal growth factor serum, hyaluronic acid serum, a stem cell serum would be an awesome option. These are going to all kind of plump the skin and encourage fresh, new, healthier cells with this. Something that exfoliates, giving it that much deeper penetration may be a little bit too much for the skin, so leave that one to the pros. Anyway, this gives you guys like a little bit of insight of what you can start doing to treat your skin at home. Yes, your microdermabrasion machines at home are good. Just be careful. Everyone overdoes it at home and is like, "Argh." I mean, you are not an old desk getting sanded down. Treat your face with care, all right? If you really, really want to get nitty gritty, go see an esthetician. We're trained for this stuff. That's why we're here. We'll make sure that we get the maximum benefit without actually causing any trauma to your skin. Of course, I am here to answer questions for you, so put them below. I'll put the links to these products and some other exfoliators and serums that I recommend for you guys to use at home. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I hope you guys found this informative. Don't forget to follow me on social media at GregorsLA on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a lovely week and keep it beautiful.